Okay, day one. It's 6 a.m. and we're about to start my routine. To be honest, the first part of my routine is pretty boring. I've got a bit of a chest bump from yesterday. It's basically a case of get up, get ready, and get out as quickly as possible so I can start working. I've got a little work spot I like to go to. I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll tell you what I'm working on as well. I'll probably talk a little bit about my ADHD. I just realised I forgot to get a towel. I won't eat until 11 a.m, so that's in 5 hours time, and I will train after I've eaten today. I'm gonna get ready and get out of here ASAP. I was gonna film that opening, but it takes forever. It's still going. Right, first thing I consume: water with creatine. A little tip for this, right? Put your hand like that. Just pour it onto your hand. And you can just brush those little bits in at the end. No mess. Then we're going vitamin C. This is just some random one I picked up here, but 1,000 milligrams. And then, pretty sure these are for people that are ill, but pick these up from the pharmacy here. It's basically electrolytes. Remember, you should take your vitamin C with water before you eat. It's water soluble, absorbs better with water. And also, if you take it with foods, so vitamin C is chemically derived from glucose. So glucose and vitamin C will compete for absorption. So when you eat, if you take your vitamin C with, if you have like cereal or toast or even orange juice, okay, glucose and vitamin C are going to compete for absorption, and the glucose is almost always going to win. So you're essentially not having vitamin C or not much vitamin C. So take it with water before anything else. Just a little tip. I'll throw a little tip in there every now and again, just to help you guys if I can. Right, so I'm going to drink this, pack my bag, jump on a scooter, and go for a little ride, and off to work.
Secure lost and stable.
You go. Right, this is my work spot, and as you can see, the first one here, which is normally the case. So normally I'm the first person to arrive here, so I get a little bit of peace and quiet, working to myself before everyone else arrives. To be honest, this place stays pretty chilled the whole time, so that's why I come here. It's called the Lofi Lounge, Lofi or Lo-Fi, and this just plays, I don't know if it's Lo-Fi or Lofi, I'm going to call it Lofi. But it just plays like lofi music, super chilled, no one's really loud. Come get decaf coffee. Here's my mate, he arrives at the same time as well. One sec. Hey buddy. This is my setup for the next 4 hours. I've just ordered a decaf coffee. I'm not doing caffeine at all at the moment, including pre-workout. So I'll explain exactly why that is in a bit or another video. But yeah, so this is something part of my routine is a 4-hour work block before I do anything, just to get things done, you know, just get things out of the way. And I seem to work quite well in the morning. I've just taken my ADHD medication, very small amount, which I'm trialing at the moment. I'm not sure if I'm definitely going to stay on this, but it's a possibility. But then it's also going to be useful for you to have like a project on the side, like an additional project. If you get to a point where you just got to stop dead and you go, oh, okay, I can't really do that for a month's time, then where are you going to put your energy?
Well, that's why I was thinking YouTube. But then I need to
YouTube would be good. So that camera you've got is broken. You know, you can always use your iPhone.
Yeah, I know, but
Maybe just get a mic and use your iPhone. The thing is, with an iPhone, you have it on you all the time. Get into the habit, and then when you actually have the YouTube channel rolling, then go, okay, I am going to commit to this. Maybe I should invest in it, and then get a camera. When you've got the time to work, you've got something to work on, and you're pushing something forwards, and you're not just waiting for that other thing to happen. But like, you could be building socials around that. You could be building some hype around that. You could launch the YouTube and then start talking about that. Maybe even use the YouTube to document the journey. Right, I've just finished working. And so what I'm doing is 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. is just work. I get up, I get ready, I leave, I go to that little lounge, little cafe that you saw, and I just open my laptop and I just smash through my to-do list, my calendar, my time blocks. No distractions. I don't really do social media, don't take calls unless they're specifically for like work calls that I've scheduled in. And that is it. It is just 4 hours to start the day and just push all of my projects forwards. And that is a non-negotiable for me now. So you'll see on my stories or wherever I am, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., I'm there normally. So if you're in Bali and want to say hi, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., that's where I am. Unless you're a creep, don't come. That includes you, Sav. Okay, so I'm going to run you through now. Basically, my day-to-day runs from I use my to-do list and my calendar. For me, I'm using just Apple reminders that's installed. It comes with the phone, the iPhone. I know there's other options. You can use Notion, you can use Todoist, you can use, there's a ton of like to-do notes. I used to use Apple Notes, which is good as well. It's just simple. And then I use Google. Whoa, I just tipped that over. And then I use Google Calendar. This works really well for me because I take all my calls on Google Meets, and everything that I use is kind of just works well with my Google Calendar, so I can link it. I'm going to talk you through my to-do list, what type of things are on it, and how I work it. So I'm going to add a screen recording here. So if Sav wouldn't mind putting me slightly to the side so I can fit a screen recording of a phone on the screen. Go that side. And then just leave enough, maybe put me on 2/3 of the screen that side.
That's enough room.
Okay, enough room for a phone. Yeah. Okay, so let's screen record this. This is my to-do list. So let me talk you through how I structure it first. You can see they're all got different colors, right? So we've got the white circle, which is tasks that I can just complete like that. Take my supplements, bam, tick, done. We've got the red ones, which are all training related. We've got the orange ones, which are all social media related. We've got these green ones, which is basically require a time block. So they require me to put time aside to do this. The yellow ones are basically quick and easy tasks, but not instant. So stuff that I can, if I've got time, I can go through, I tick a couple of those off, but they're not instant. They need like maybe between 10 and 20 minutes to do. And then the purple ones are like complete non-negotiables. I have to do those today. These are my priority. Right, and now we'll go through. So what I do every single night is, well, by the end of the day, I try and tick as many of these off. So if it says, oh, it doesn't say on this bit. So I just, by the end of the day, I try and clear these and get to close to 0 as possible. And so if we look through here, supplements, training. So I've got my training, mobility, cardio, steps, posture, and hand balance. This is stuff I try and do, well, this is stuff I'm trying to do today. It doesn't necessarily mean it's every day. Got my Instagram posts and other posts, and we've got work blocks. So this work block here sponsors Airbnb. This is just a few things I'm working on, and I make sure I touch on them, and there's nothing to do with any of these projects that I haven't. Basically, this is just a work block I do to touch on all my current projects and make sure nothing's getting left behind. Got my work block for socials, so I'll put some time aside and do some planning, researching, posting, scheduling, that kind of thing. Learning block. So I like to have in my day a little learning block where I'm just developing my knowledge. At the moment, I'm concentrating on tech and automation. This is stuff that's going to help me with my businesses. 15-minute comms, it's just a quick and easy thing. Basically, I sit down for 15 minutes, WhatsApp, emails, messages, make sure, fuck off. This fly won't leave me alone. And, Sav? Yeah, and just make sure that there's no messages or emails left unread that are important. Then we've got work block for Venom, which is the social media marketing agency, work block for my coaching, story for coaching, and you can see here, like it's, so, right, once I've done it on the day, I check it off. That doesn't mean I've done all of these things here. This means that I've either done these or I didn't plan to do them today, because in my unchecked, there will be either the things that I've done today, things that I do on a regular basis that I can, when I'm planning my to-do list for the next day, I can sift through these and go, oh, I need that tomorrow, or I'm going to do that tomorrow, but not every day. And then also there's a bunch of stuff in here that is literally just, if I'm out and about and I think, oh shit, I need to do that, I'll put it in here, and then if it's not needed, it doesn't need to be done today, I just won't, I'll keep it checked. So then when I go back through tonight or tomorrow night, I go, okay, I can do that tomorrow. Hopefully that makes sense, but that's basically how I run my to-do list. Let's look at the calendar. So here's my calendar for today. If I shrink that down, so you can see sleep. I don't need to remind myself to sleep, it's just, I like the way it looks on my calendar. This might be a little bit overwhelming for some people, and just let me say, this is how I manage my time. Okay, it might look a bit hectic, it might look a bit overwhelming for some people, but I've tried a bunch of different ways and this works for me. It might not work for you, and I encourage you to try lots of different ways and see what actually works and see what you stick to. This is the first system that I've actually stuck to for a long period of time, so this is what I'm still doing. My calendar, okay. So what I'll do is, if we look at tomorrow, for example, so these are all the things that I know I need to do tomorrow. And I've put them in my calendar, and so basically I've time blocked. So I've put them in my calendar, and then I've allocated a certain amount of time, named them, and then in the Google Calendar you can put repeat, and how often you want it to repeat. Some will repeat every day, some will repeat weekdays, maybe a couple of days a week, some just once a week. But by doing that, when I get to my day, it will look like this, and I know I have to do, my aim is to do all of this in that day. Not in that order, but in that day, because each evening I'll come onto this and I'll arrange it so it looks like this. So then I'll have my plan for the following day. So for example, let's arrange tomorrow. It will look pretty much like this because this is kind of what I do. So in the morning, I'm going to wake up 6 a.m. if we come in here. Meditate, something I'm trying to get into, but I'm not very good at. Then I'll do posture work. Sorry, this needs to be slightly earlier. And then at the moment, I'm start with my coaching work. So 7 a.m. I start work. So I'll put that in, oh, for sake. Put that in right here. I've got 2 of these. I can do them together, I can do them different times. Then I'm going to go to Venom. And I'm going to do this. And then here, planning topics for tomorrow's video. That's this video, tomorrow. After that, I'm going to eat. My eating blocks, they're not necessarily to remind me to eat, but when I plan my day, I know they're there. It does remind me to eat, and I know I can work and eat at the same time. I can't train and eat at the same time. So this is just to help me plan my day. After I eat, I'll go and train. I'll give it a little bit of time. I'll probably work in there or do something else. Let's think. So I've got mobility, I've got hip, movement, hand balance, all this stuff to do as well. Because I've done shoulders, I'm not going to want to train hand balance afterwards, but I can train mobility. After that, I'll eat again, and then we'll go back into a work block. So let's go. I'll probably, that's fine. I can eat straight afterwards. Then I can do this social media block.
Sorry. My arms.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Sorry, Sav's getting a shoulder pump, just holding the camera. Okay, I've got the work block here. I leave this edit until late. Okay, then I've got enough time to do my learning block here. Then I'm going to eat again, give some time. I'm going to do my movement training, HIIT training, steps, edit, eat. I can stretch and plan before I go to bed. So look, nice and easy. That's how I've organized it. That's how my day will look tomorrow. Probably don't need to change that now. That's how I use my to-do list and how I use my calendar. Maybe it will work for you, maybe it won't, but this is what works for me. Sav's dying, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna go and eat. Yeah, see you guys in a sec. Hi, can I have 2 slices of gluten-free toast?
Sorry?
2 slices of gluten-free toast.
Gluten-free bread,
Yeah.
slice,
Avocado,
avocado mess or slices,
slices. 2 poached eggs,
2 poached egg, soft, medium or hard,
soft eggs. Chicken breast,
chicken breast,
and then the coconut hot cakes with extra yogurt and extra berries.
for the extra, you want it on top or just on the side?
Just on the sides.
On the side.
And then 1 apple beetroot juice. Just met up with my training partner. Show them the gym. This is where I've been training most of the time. This is Elite Fit in Bali. But I'm not going to make this one about training. The next video will be about training and we'll get some clips in the gym. But this one is mainly showing you guys how I organize my day, time blocking for my to-do list and that kind of thing. So thank you so much for watching. If you didn't see the first video, I'll put a little thing here or at the end, so you can go and check out what's going on, about why I've done this series. Other than that, from me and from Moon, we'll see you in the next video.